You've probably heard this term thrown around a lot lately, AI PC. But is it just the latest marketing buzzword? Or is it a real, fundamental shift in what our computers can do? Well, to find out, we're going to go under the hood of one of the very first true AI PCs out there, the Lenovo ThinkPad P14s Gen 6. This machine is going to be our guide to figuring out what's really next for computing. And the claims? They're already huge. Laptop Mag is putting this PC in the same ring as the MacBook Pro, which has been the champ for creative professionals for a long time. So what's it packing that gives it a real fighting chance?
So that's what we're here to do. We're going to break down the formula. We'll look at the specialized AI hardware, the raw professional power it's got, and see if this combination really is the future of high-performance laptops.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the AI part. This isn't just some marketing sticker they slapped on the box. It's a fundamental change in how the processor itself is designed. Let's look at the new piece of silicon that makes this all possible.
For years, our computers have had, two main brains, the CPU for all the general stuff and the GPU for graphics. The AI PC introduces a third one, the Neural Processing Unit, or NPU. Think of it as a specialist. Its one and only job is to handle AI tasks and do it with incredible efficiency. This frees up the CPU and GPU to focus on what they do best. So how powerful is this new AI brain? Well, it's measured in TOPS. That stands for trillion operations per second. Yeah, trillion. This processor's NPU can handle 50 trillion of these operations every single second. This is the new key number for AI performance, and it's what allows features like Microsoft's Copilot Plus to run instantly, right on the machine itself, instead of having to go to the cloud. And here's the thing, this isn't about making a trade-off. You get a super powerful 12-core processor for your heavy lifting, you get strong integrated graphics, and you get that 50 TOPS NPU dedicated just to AI. It's not one or the other, it's a complete system built for how we're going to be working from now on.
Okay, so an AI engine is cool and all, but that alone doesn't make it a professional machine. What makes this ThinkPad so interesting is that it pairs all that new tech with certified, no-compromise, get-the-job-done workstation performance.
This all comes down to something called ISV certification. That's Independent Software Vendor. Basically, it means that companies like Autodesk and SolidWorks have officially tested and guaranteed that their professional, high-stakes software runs perfectly on this hardware. For an engineer or an architect on a deadline, that's not just a feature, that's everything. It's peace of mind. And look, when you put these specs side by side with a typical, everyday Ultrabook, it's not even a fair fight. We're looking at potentially double the processor cores and double the RAM. This is the real difference between a laptop built for sending emails and one built for complex 3D modeling.
And check this out, here's some fantastic real-world proof. A Reddit user found that the integrated Radeon graphics were actually powerful enough to enable RealView in SolidWorks. Now, why does that matter? Well, RealView is this super graphically intense feature that shows materials and shadows in real time. It almost always requires a separate, power-hungry, dedicated graphics card. But here it is, running smoothly on the integrated chip. That is a game-changer for portability and battery life.
Okay, so we've got the AI engine, we've got the workstation power, but a professional tool also needs to be reliable, right? It has to be tough. And that brings us to our third pillar, the legendary ThinkPad build quality and security. And we're not just talking about it feeling sturdy. This laptop is put through the ringer, a whole battery of military-grade tests. It's designed to survive the realities of a work site, bumpy travel, even the occasional coffee spill. It's built to be a tool you can count on, no matter where your work takes you. But of course, in today's world, being physically tough just isn't enough. The data inside the machine is often way more valuable than the machine itself, which makes digital security absolutely critical.
Modern security isn't just some app you install. It's built in layers, and it starts with the silicon itself. The foundation is a dedicated secure processor from AMD. You can think of it as its own separate, tiny, lockdown computer right on the main chip, and its only job is security. This is the hardware root of trust.
And this chain of trust idea is crucial. From the very instant you turn it on, that secure processor verifies the next piece of code, which then verifies the next, and so on, all the way up to your operating system. This whole secure boot process makes sure that no malicious code can hijack your system before it even gets a chance to start.
And that's just the foundation. On top of that, you've got software layers like ThinkShield and AMD Pro Security. Your system memory is encrypted in real time. Even the fingerprint reader is smarter.
It actually verifies your print right there on a secure chip, so it never sends that sensitive data to the operating system. It's a true defense in-depth approach.
So when you put it all together, the AI engine, the serious workstation power, and that enterprise-grade built-in security, what does it all mean for the future of professional laptops?
This is it. This is really the new recipe for a pro laptop. A fast CPU just isn't enough anymore. You need that dedicated AI engine, you need certified stability for your apps, you need security that's built in from the hardware up, and you need to have it all in a package you can actually carry around.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating question for the future. We're seeing integrated graphics run professional CAD features that would have been impossible just a couple of years ago, and we have NPUs taking on the heavy lifting for AI. As this trend keeps going, how much longer will that bulky, power-hungry, dedicated GPU really be a necessity for the majority of professionals? Now that's something to think about.